Hello, this tutorial will show you how to create hyperlinks using a Launchpad for your OSHA 10-hour or 30-hour presentation. Now let's talk about the benefit of this Launchpad. As you see here now, it has 10 topics that are required by OSHA to cover in a 10-hour. Now the benefit of the Launchpad is it allows you to, in essence, jump to a particular presentation based on a particular topic. And if your audience wants to know about machine guarding most of all before anything, that's fine. You can start with machine guarding or any other topic based on what's relevant to your audience or what you think you may need to do to kind of jump start the presentation at the beginning. It's important to remember that you need to keep the Launchpad and all of your presentations that you will hyperlink to in the same folder. So that way, if you have to transfer this information to a memory stick or to another computer, everything's in the same folder, and that helps to maintain the hyperlinks as you move your presentations around. And again, that's another benefit. It helps it to be portable. And also remember that these same principles apply whether you're using an older version of PowerPoint or the newest version of PowerPoint. The hyperlinking principles are the same. Now, let's go ahead and begin creating our hyperlink here. So first we would go here and we'd click on this shape, and then you want to do a right click on your mouse, and this window opens up, and you see if we scroll down here, click on hyperlink, and then another window opens up, and we want to determine which presentation we would like to link to. And of course our first shape was Introduction to OSHA. You see it's selected here. So we'll move down and we'll just do one click there, and you'll notice Intro to OSHA.ppt. So it's there. Now to confirm it, we click OK. Let's do two more and then we'll test it. So select the next shape here, right click, move down to hyperlink, and since we know we want walking working surfaces, we scroll until we find walking working surfaces, and then click OK. One more, select the shape for exit routes, right click on your mouse, scroll down to hyperlink, our window opens up and we find egress and fire protection here, select it, you see it's in the address field, click OK. And of course you always want to save your work. So we move here and we click Save. Now let's test it. Now the way to test it is by going here to the slideshow window. It'll open up the slideshow on this particular slide. Now we click here. Now we created our hyperlinks for Introduction to OSHA, Walking Working Surfaces, Exit Routes. So we take our mouse and you see how it creates the little finger, and what you've done is you selected the entire shape. So anywhere on this shape you click and it opens the presentation. We'll go through a few slides here. Now to close this out for this example, or even doing any presentation, you want to hit the escape key, and it has the letters ESC on there, and it takes you back to where you were. And this is again one of the benefits of the Launchpad. Now clicking on walking working surfaces, same outcome. You're able to click the arrow keys, or if you have a remote control that you use, all of those things work. Okay, now go ahead and end this presentation by hitting the escape key, and one more time, exit routes. Again, You have a remote that you use, or you hit the arrow keys, or whatever you need to do to move forward. Again, we're going to escape out of this presentation to go back to our main launch pad. So that's the key. Now you notice the little finger gets here, the hand shows here, but on fire protection, no hand, let's put no hand. And again, this is how you create hyperlinks in a 10-hour or 30-hour course, or any training that you have to do that will be over multiple hours or multiple days. Again, it creates a more rounded presentation that you're not going through hundreds of slides just to get to a particular topic. Here, you can go to any topic at any time, and also, if necessary, it makes it easier to go back and to review some things with your audience, or someone in your audience has a question about a topic that you covered earlier in the day. It's easier with this launch pad and these hyperlinks to go find that particular presentation and that particular information faster and easier. In conclusion, it's important to remember that OSHA requires outreach trainers to cover those specific 10 topics as listed in the guidelines. However, OSHA did not tell us in which order we need to cover those topics. That gives us flexibilities to meet the immediate needs of our audience. It's important that they do have a strong foundational understanding of OSHA or an introduction to OSHA, but after you build that foundation, then you can go into other topics that's more relevant to that audience, and also to help create energy at the very beginning of your OSHA 10 hour. And again, thank you for watching, and here's to your success and safety.